Bonjour, welcome back to the southwest of France. Let's get fired up with Italo Ferreira in motion on the back end. Belting that section off the top with a lot of power and control on the finish. And once again, Colapinto, Canoa getting through the first heat in the top two spots. Griffin winning that first matchup. Nice, easy tempo to the back end of Frederico Morais, going more vertical on his final turn. When it comes to this region, from back in his grommet hood. Couple of back-end turns from Frederico Morais. Still has a great cornering inside section to work with. And belts the lip line. So clean back-end turns for his first and second wave. Got a quarter-final finish there as a wild card as his best result before he qualified full-time. Anything special about these laps? How are you liking his rhythm this morning?
Yeah, I love it.
Only because he was close to getting a call up, but just to keep that CT mind fresh and sharp. And he was ready to get right into action when he got the call up back in Rio. A couple of backhand turns there. Once again for Frederico, he's finding these lefts to work with, and he's catching a lot of waves this morning.
Caio up and riding.
Caio deep on this one, a bigger wave though than what Frederico's been picking off, but he'll get a little bit hung up to start. Trying to fight through that section, not really providing him a lip to hit, Potts.
Yeah, well, that's the unpredictability of this place. I mean, you know, one wave could be nice and vertical on the bank. The next one kind of shifts off a little bit.
Also famously known as the Iceman. 22 minutes on the clock. Caio Ibelli, former world junior champ. Searing car, tail release. He's down. You know, you talked to him when he was 12 to where he is now. He's been an awesome kid to catch up with. Speaking of incredible,
wow.
Italo Ferreira close to a radical aerial. And that was a crucial result for Bruce. Making that final, he moved to the 28th spot on the leaderboard. Was able to re-qualify. As we look at Caio Ibelli in motion on the left. Looking amped up to turn in a keeper.
And then Caio on his backhand. This board looks a lot cleaner, a lot smoother, a little bit more free. And then, as you said, comes into this inside section. A little bit of a tail blow there and finishes off. See how this next board operates for him.
Now getting the whitewater roll-in. Frederico Morais getting started with a top turn wrap, trying to improve on one of his fives. Thanks for watching on Fox Sports. Action continues here for the Quiksilver Pro. Morais went down on the air attempt. Italo looking to take the lead off Morais. And that wave's going flat, so he kicks out. Definitely would have broke the 5 streak that he's on. Italo up again. Already a snap out at the back. Blow tail. Can he recover over the double up? I feel like if Italo was blindfolded, he'd always know where his board is.
He got out in the water realizing the conditions have changed so much that he needed to change up the board. Italo Ferreira, this is the wave I was talking about. Halfway back out, dropping his...
Defending his title at Bells, where he had the awkward interference call against him. As we see Caio Ibelli get into a fun part of the wave. Quick transition, bottom drops out. Still has time to hit the end section, but goes down.
Trying to fight his way back into this heat. At the moment in third, needing a 4.38. And again, right through the inside here. Bit of an incomplete ride again.
Italo Ferreira, we were mentioning how he started off brilliant with the win. Had the interference call against Jordy Smith, which kind of upset his run to defend the Bells title. And then he went to defend his next title at Karamas and got his first 17th of the season, and then didn't have a shot at the title because of those lower results he had earlier in the season last year. Frederico lining up a left that's giving him a lot of opportunity.
Pick and choose, obviously a little bit of lucky dip at the moment. Frederico, big turn on the opening maneuver. Trying to really solidify here, which he's done on this last ride. Currently with a 5 and a 5.07.
Stabs that end section shut. Here comes Caio. Making the board change. This one looks a bit more lively in these conditions. But still not looking super easy to get the big scores at the moment.
Caio Ibelli in the hot seat at the moment, needing a 4.38. You can see the lump and bump, which makes things a little bit more difficult to really connect with those big maneuvers. That right there, a little bit better, nice and clean off the top. Struggling for some rhythm here at the moment.
Italo already with a ton of speed. Could be rivaling Felipe for one of the fastest surfers on tour. Ends up a little bit off balance. on a fairly routine finish for Italo standards.
Yeah, you know, mistakes happen, especially in these heat situations when you're looking for a score, when you're trying to push it. Comes down to over-surfing the wave when you get those little mistakes like that. And here's one of them, Italo Ferreira. Looking at better at 3.50. A little bit more of a stretched out wave. Big snap, pokes the nose in, but great balance there to get that nose back out and keep the board flowing down the line. Looking for an aerial maneuver, but deciding to finish this one on his feet. Good stuff there from Italo Ferreira. And that's going to really solidify his top two position, Joe. Has this maneuver here, snaps it, buries the nose super deep, but somehow digs it out and manages to continue down the line with speed. His backyard is Log Cabins, one of the most dangerous waves on the North Shore, so building that big wave experience up.
Watching Frederico Morais in motion. Former finalist at Jeffreys Bay. Ends up losing the handle on the final blow to the inside corner.
You know, a win's a win, and you've just got to do what you need to do. You know, you'll see the best guys not really putting their best performances on in round one. I mean, or the seeding round or the qualifying round. Well, that's your end game. That's your result. You want to get those big scores on the board. Obviously, looking for excellence, which is up into that 8-point range.
Thanks so much, Shannon. And it's great just to hear that rhythm that he's at in a jersey, continuing to battle, staying sharp, just in case he's getting the call up. And he probably had a little heads up that he'd be competing here with the injuries we have on tour. Caio looking to send Italo or Frederico into that elimination round. And it's just a carve incomplete. Morais safe, Italo safe, 45 seconds to go. Peaked at that semifinal at Margaret River, which was an emotional event for him, and then a quarterfinal in massive chokes. Here comes Caio, throwing the tail into reverse. Getting a maneuver to finish on his feet.
Italo Ferreira's last ride of 5.77, so let's have a look at Caio here. No real height above the lip, which I think is going to hurt it. Good spin, nice landing, clean exit, but it lacked that height. It lacked that wow factor in my eyes, Joe. I mean, great maneuver, projected out towards the beach, lands backwards and spins it around, so comes out of it nice and clean. Great maneuver.
0.3 for Caio Ibelli, not enough. He'll have to deal with the elimination round maybe later on today. Frederico Morais safe in second, and the top seed Italo Ferreira will take the win with a high score of a 6.17.